Are you looking for the best cameras for YouTube? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best cameras for YouTube on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Fujifilm X-S10. The Fujifilm X-S10 is the best 4K camera for YouTube that we've tested, with plenty of video features at a reasonable price point. It's well built, with comfortable controls and a fully articulated screen to easily monitor yourself while recording. It's also one of the few cameras in its price range to feature in-body image stabilization, IBIS, which can help smooth out camera shake when shooting handheld. Add in an autofocus system that can keep up remarkably well in video and a high frame rate mode in 1080p for slow motion recording, and you've got a super versatile camera for a range of video styles. Video quality is also excellent, thanks to its high-resolution APS-C sensor. Number 2. Sony 6400. The Sony 6400 is a great mid-range choice that you can get bundled with a kit lens for the same price as the Fujifilm X-S10 camera body alone, making this a great deal if you don't mind losing out on IBIS. It's well built, with a portable weather-sealed body that makes it easy to take on the go. But the real appeal of going with a Sony camera is their extensive native and third-party lens support, which is great if you ever want to upgrade your setup down the line. Like the Fujifilm, the 6400 uses an APS-C sensor and records good video quality, though there's a noticeable crop when shooting in 4K at 30 fps. On the upside, it has an excellent autofocus system, with a highly effective face and eye tracking feature that ensures you or your subject stay in focus throughout your videos. Battery life is solid, and the camera doesn't impose any time limit on recording, which is great for shooting uninterrupted takes and long-form content. Number 3. Sony ZV-E10. If you're on a tighter budget and don't need a viewfinder, the Sony ZV-E10 is one of the best budget cameras you can get for vlogging. Unlike the more photography-oriented Sony 6400 above, its fully articulated screen makes it much easier to monitor yourself while recording. Not having a viewfinder makes it a little less versatile, and it doesn't feel as well built as the pricier 6400, but if you know you're mostly going to be shooting videos, the ZV-E10 is worth considering for its price. One of the biggest benefits for vloggers is the camera's dedicated focus modes like Product Showcase, which automatically switches focus to any objects held up in the frame. The OFF is generally quick and reliable, too. Number 4. GoPro Hero 10 Black. If your cell phone isn't cutting it, but you can't afford an interchangeable lens camera, then a GoPro camera is your best bet for a cheap YouTube video setup, as long as you don't mind the trade-off in video quality. The GoPro Hero 10 Black is one of the best value options you can get. Though it's been replaced by the GoPro Hero 11 Black, which offers improvements like a new 8:7 sensor, the Hero 10 is still a powerhouse action camera that can do most of the same things at a lower price than its successor. Thanks to a handy front-facing screen that lets you monitor yourself while recording, it's a great option for action videos and standard walk and talk style vlogs. GoPro's hyper-smooth stabilization is the best in its class and ensures your footage looks smooth, and the camera has more frame rate and resolution options than you'll need, with 5K up to 60 fps and 4K up to 120 fps. If the price is still a little higher than you'd like, an older GoPro model like the GoPro Hero 9 Black is a good, cheaper alternative, though it has fewer frame rate options and performs a tad worse in low light. Number 5. Sony ZV-1. A point-and-shoot camera like the Sony ZV-1 offers portability and convenience if you want something small and simple. It's essentially a smaller Sony ZV-E10 with a built-in lens and a smaller 1-inch sensor. However, its video quality is still solid, and, like their ZV-E10, it has a fully articulated screen, dedicated vlogging focus modes, and a microphone optimized for vlogging, complete with a detachable windscreen to reduce ambient noise. While you don't get as much flexibility with a fixed lens, It's an easier jump from your smartphone since you don't have to fuss around with different lenses. The other advantage is that it's more compact than an interchangeable lens camera, although not as portable as the GoPro Hero 10 Black mentioned above. Just be aware that a smaller camera means a smaller battery, shorter battery life, and a tendency to overheat during long recording sessions. If that isn't a deal breaker, this is one of the best YouTube cameras for those who want something compact and versatile.